by my side. Your song in my ear, your hand on my thigh. The highway is clear, unlike my mind. I'm dreaming as I drive. I've been inside my own head for days, but this fantasy is keeping me awake. I wanna get lost in the night, stuck at a road stop neither of us like. Eat till we talk, laugh till we cry. Tell me it's not too late. I wanna get lost and miss the signs. I never liked adventure, but you changed my mind. Sleep with the stars, lose track of time. Tell me it's not too late to try. Tell me it's not too late.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
We could see the world, you and I. There's no place on this earth that isn't better with you in mind.
Not bad.
It's taken me
Got a nice little long
way too
weekend going.
long to realize, and now I'm dreaming as I drive. I've been inside my own head for days.
Hey,
Watching
Savage.
you kiss all my breath away. Getting tired of the twists and the turns we take, but at least this fantasy is keeping me awake. Yeah, I wanna get lost in the night, stuck in a small town nobody can find. Eat till we drop, laugh till we cry. Tell me it's not too late. I wanna get lost and miss the signs. I never liked adventure, but you changed my mind. Sleep in your arms, make up for lost time. Tell me it's not too late to try. Tell me it's not too late. It's not too late. I know we made mistakes and messed up the navigation, but let's find another way then, because I want you in my life. Where do you wanna go? I promise we'll take it slow. Get lost on all the back roads. Oh, just tell me we can try. In the night, stuck at a road stop, neither of us like. Till we drop, laugh till we cry. Tell me it's not too late. I wanna get lost and miss the signs. I never liked adventure, but you changed my mind. Sleep with the stars, lose track of time. Tell me it's not too late. I wanna get lost in the night, stuck at a road stop, neither of us like. Lost with you, it's not too late. Lost with you. I never liked adventure, but you changed my mind. Sleep with the stars, lose track of time. Tell me it's not too late.
All right. Welcome, everybody. It is Thursday. Welcome to the TTRPG Theater. I am your host, Rob, otherwise known as Phantom NJ. And, yeah, it's another Thursday. Ooh, the TLG clearance sale. That's awesome. Yeah. I if I had people to give physical books to, I would, but I don't, so I won't. And I have everything. I think I have everything in the clearance sale, and some of it because of Gary Con swag bags. I think I have like multiples of at least a few of them, or at least a couple of them. I'm not sure which. But beyond the clearance sale, we also do have $5 each. No, absolutely. I have enough problem finding spaces for all the stuff that I already have, and I really need to get on that. I need to do a lot of things, but that's beside the point. Yeah, just finding more, having more copies of more stuff. It's rough. I don't know. Maybe I should, and I'll possibly bring them to GaryCon or something, doing a giveaway, or I don't know. I'll figure something out. I have to think about that. I have to take a look at see what they have left. But yeah, no, it's cool. Hey, listen, if you can get anytime you can get books, gaming books for cheap, that cheap, that's awesome. Especially the older stuff, because again, they've with the Reforged They're not printing the old books anymore. You still can get the 7th printing of the PHB on PDF, which is fine. That works. Oh man, I don't even have words for the amount of things that I need to move around here. I really need to like put in storage space, and the fact that I started at some point getting water in my basement when it got enough rain kind of ruined the party as far as my original plans for this house. Not to say that I was in any shape to get it done because of the fact that yeah, it's been a comedy of errors, to say the least. But it's not much water. It's just enough to be annoying, and that I need, and it only happens if it like rains continually for like 4 days with like 4 days with heavy rains, or it's been raining on and off and the ground is wet and thing. And that's the sad thing is, I mean, I couldn't do carpeting like Jay does, but my basement isn't as big as Jay's. It's big enough. It's plenty big enough though. Like if I wanted to run a Jay style game, in the section that I currently in, I could do that. I wouldn't quite have the storage area for like all the stuff that he has. I'd have to put it in the other room. Because the wall that's actually behind me is, breaks into a different office. Yeah, I'm 90% sure his basement is carpeted. I think it's got the indoor-outdoor carpeting. Hold on a second. But yeah, I mean, he's got my. If it wasn't for the fact that my basement is broken off into multiple rooms, I would probably be around somewhere between 2/3 and 3/4 of the space that he has. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't sectioned, if there wasn't a wall behind me, splitting off the one room, the large area where his table sits, mine might actually be bigger than his, but then he's got the long hallway that goes all the way to his stairs. My area going out that way runs the length of the house, but it's not quite as long. But yeah, no, let's put it this way. I've got right now, there are 2 of those plastic picnic tables side to side, and there is room to sit completely around the table. And I also have, on the one side, like one of the half-size versions of those, same height, but not quite as wide, like half wide, sitting on the end. Which, if I move this one side over a little further, could do. So, yeah, no, I mean, I've run D&D in my basement with 9 people here. And we're not talking small people. As a matter of fact, with the exception of one person, most of them were closer to my size than not. All right, so maybe there was 2. So we're talking some big people, and we still sat comfortably around around this table area. So yeah, no, I mean, I could do that. I could definitely do that. And there might come a point where I might like to try to do that. Well, one of them was my ex-girlfriend, but yeah, she was not on the small size. Yeah. Hey, Mandy, good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. It is awesome. We are going to do an unboxing because I figured, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do today, and I decided, I got off work at 1 p.m. because I had comp time coming to me, and then tomorrow is Juneteenth, so we have off tomorrow. So it's like, I'm going to make it a 3.5 day weekend, and I'm like, well, what do I want to do with that half day? I was like, something? I want a freaking nap. It's like, So yeah, I got off work and it's like I just ate lunch and I'm like in a half food coma already. I'm like, a nap sounds real good right now. Hey, Chad, good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much. So it's me, my Stewart's root beer. I was not an advertisement for Stewart's. It just happened to be what I'm drinking. For anyone who might be listening. Um, Wolf, I should have done cleaning. That's what I really should have done. I should have done some organizing. I'm just exhausted. I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's my mother's 80th birthday. Well, it was my mother's 80th birthday yesterday. We share a birthday. And then Father's Day this weekend. So going down to my parents. I'm actually going down to the hotel tomorrow afternoon and I'm just going to rest up. And then Saturday, we've got a bunch of us getting together. And my sister and my brother-in-law are coming in from London. My brother, his new wife, and my nieces and nephew are coming in, which is really cool. And then apparently one of my cousins and my aunt a couple of my aunts are coming as well. We're going to all go out to dinner. And then I think we're going to have a smaller brunch I'm staying over to have a smaller brunch on Sunday. So it'll be a nice weekend. I'm I hate driving down to the Jersey Shore, but because of the day off tomorrow, and not everybody has that day. Not everybody gets the day off. So leaving in the middle of the day, I'm hoping it's going to be an easy drive down there. And even if it isn't, I'm not planning on doing anything tomorrow night. There is no Friday Night Crusades tomorrow night. We are on hold until next week. Hey, Harley, good to see you. Thank you so much, sir. Good to really appreciate it. So yeah, no, tomorrow I'm looking forward to just getting down there, relaxing, and then basically having lots of energy Saturday. Spend it with the family. My nieces both texted me happy birthday messages, which was really sweet. I think that might be like the first time the two of them texted me on their own for happy birthday, which is really cool. So can't wait to see them tomorrow. Find out what my nephew's been up to. Boy just graduated high school, which is just blowing my mind. But it's gonna be a good time. And for today, one of the things that I have is I've got sitting next to me a box that's been here. I'm actually way ahead of the curve on this one because I swear this box has only been here about a month. So it hasn't been sitting here for 8 months where I've forgotten what it is. I think it's a month. Might be, I'm gonna go with a month. We're gonna go with a month and we're just gonna leave it at that. If it's been here longer than that, that's between whoever. But it is from a Kickstarter. It's not. It hasn't been here for a year. That's all I'm saying. And it's Free League, which means I believe it is the Vaesen. Because I had stuff for Vaesen, I have stuff for Dragonbane, but I think the Dragonbane one is still in progress. So I believe this is Vaesen. Of course, now I'm trying to remind myself what's in this box because this box is pretty heavy. And it might just be because some of the stuff is hardcover. I'm not sure. Well, this is interesting. Dragonbane Master Achilles Miniature. Okay, maybe it is Dragonbane. I honestly don't know what's in this thing. It's fun when you get that the camera zoom. Oh. I still haven't figured out how I want to set up this camera. It's the same one that Jay uses, the Instalink, and I like it, but the tracking on it gets a little wonky sometimes. As you've seen occasionally with JStreams where suddenly it's pointing to nothing. For me, it's a matter of, I'm not always sitting in the same place, and it's definitely tracking my face, so that causes issues. All right, so let's find out what's in this little box. Sounds like it's a miniature. So what's everybody else been up to? How's your day going? How's your week going? All right. I really hate when these little boxes are hard to... Is that tape on this? What is going on here? All right. Work, work, work. Yep, I hear that. All right, no, it is definitely a miniature. Pretty cool that they put it in this little plastic enclosure. So let me see. Maybe it'll show up better if I just... There we go. That's actually showing up really well. It says Master Archelius. I haven't read the adventure, although I probably have it on PDF already. So I'm not entirely sure who it is. Oh, no, I was wrong. Hey, Jay, good to see you. 34 months. Thank you so much, sir. Let's get the shout out for Lord G. As I say this as if there's somebody else to do the shout outs. There is not. This is the city of... Okay, no, this is definitely Dragonbane. This is the city of Arkhand. But it is a cloth map. I'm not going to open the entire map. There we go. Zum Gittersberg wird Glück. Sounds like I'm talking cross between German and Klingon. Dragonbane Friends and Foes standee set. That is a Mallard character, I believe. From Pirate Queen Captain Bloodbeak to the Dragon Knight Karlaxel Tar, from Brachytooth, the Demon of the Endless Sea, to Mogdath, the Death White, and many more. This set contains no less than 79 beautifully illustrated cardboard standees of exciting characters from the Path of Glory and Arkhand, City of Waves and Flames campaign books for the award-winning Dragonbane RPG. Alongside a range of general foes such as guards, ruffians, orcs, and skeletons, bases for the standees are sold separately but included in the Dragonbane core set. And then Dragonbane is a classic fantasy tabletop role-playing game full of magic, mystery, and adventure, designed from the ground up to facilitate fast and furious play with very little prep time and adventures that are a breeze to run. And on the back side of it is a map. Which is pretty cool. Yep, and I was right. Hardcover books. The first one is, and you can see that's thick. That's not a small book. Arcane, City of Waves and Flames. On the back, everybody, you can get your story time emote going. Newcomers, welcome to Arcane, City of Waves and Flames. We got everything you could possibly want. Bloody gladiator games with monstrous beasts and late night of enchanting song? Check. Shady taverns, dark gambling dens, and even darker dungeons? You bet. The world's finest tailors, greatest blacksmiths, and most talented sorcerers? Absolutely. Buried artifacts from the Draconic Empire, lost pirate treasures, and newly made fortunes ripe for the taking? Guaranteed. But tread carefully. Arcane has sharp teeth, and you won't be alone in your quest. And then it says, from the Citadel of Broken Wings and the Temple of True Fire high atop Dragon Rock to the Witless Unicorn Tavern. Witless Unicorn Tavern. I like that. I like that a lot. And the Cracked Pearl Gambling Den, deep in the slums of the Dung, the city of Arcane pulses with excitement, conflict, rumors, and the promise of adventure, wealth, power, and glory. This book features 20 adventure sites spread across 5 districts, along with a number of campaign seeds. The player characters will experience a fierce power struggle in the city's underworld, take on the role of demon hunters, and uncover secrets about Arcane's storied past that could change the city forever. That is awesome. And then the second book is the Book of Magic. I've been called a madman and my findings dismissed as absurd. I've been painted as a deranged doom-monger. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. Through a lifetime of study, complete with rigorous and death-defying training, I have honed the ability to detect even the most well-concealed evil. This work concerns a threat which, if left unchecked, could spell the end of all that is good in our world. I'm referring to magic and its practitioners, the so-called mages. This being the preface to The True Nature of Evil by Brother Diderik Orn, Keepers of the Immaculate Flame. The Book of Magic for the award-winning Dragonbane RPG offers players and game masters alike a deep dive into the nature of magic. It introduces no fewer than 9 schools of magic: demonology, harmonism, illusionism, necromancy, symbolism, witchcraft, alchemy, enchanting, and dracomancy, as well as new spells for the existing schools: general magic, animism, elementalism, and mentalism. A lot of isms there. In total, you'll find over 300 spells, magical recipes, enchantments, and magic tricks in these pages. Each magic school is further detailed with information about its practitioners, its standing and reputation in the world, and the type of familiar its members typically summon. You'll also learn where and how your characters can receive training in each school. Excellent. Chad, I'm assuming you have this one already? You just got Chisholm. Oh man, I do miss our goofy little group. we all seriously needed therapy. All right, so that means, you know what this means? That means either well, first of all, I need to mark this off as having arrived, and then I need to figure out whether or not I thought, you know something, I think I actually got the Vaesen one in already, because I think the Vaesen one was Mythic Carpathia, and that might have been the last unboxing where one of the things I unboxed had been here for like a year. I hope your gaming group is going well. I know you had been working on that. Oh, man. But yeah, Dragon Bane's so much fun. If you ever get the chance to play Dragon Bane, even if it's just for one shot, do it. It is wild and wacky and gritty. It can be equal parts silly and gritty because you've got you have as far as like the different heritages you've got. Yeah, the city book came with it. I think I did the city book just before you arrived. I was reading from the back of it. Yeah, that was the Kickstarter unboxing. So yeah, let me see. Checking out my Kickstarter page to find out what it is I still have coming in. Ooh. There's beyond they're beyond CNC. There are 3 other games that I've just been getting whatever comes in for it. One is Vaesen, one is Dragonbane, and one is Shadow Dark. All right, Mythic Carpathia. I didn't mark that as received, so I'm going to need to take a look. I know Shadow Dark, the Western Reaches setting is still in progress. So I can mark that. I also, Chad, did you do Dragonbane Trudvang, the campaign setting? So much stuff still coming in. My goodness. Yeah, no, I hear that. One of these days, I need to open the. I've got the Tomb of Geisengax stuff upstairs. I need to open that. All right, we're getting down to a manageable number, sort of. I need to check on the Shadow Dark, not the Shadow, the Mythic Carpathia one because I think I just forgot to mark it as received. Nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten into any of the other Free League stuff. I really want to check out Coriolis, and I honestly could check it out because I have the PDFs for it. I've got PDFs for like because of between Humble Bundles and the Alchemy RPG stuff. I've got access to pretty much all of the free league stuff, but me being me, I like having the physical media. Yeah, but we're finally getting down to the point where it's a handful of things that I have outstanding. The Dragonbane Trudvang. Canadian Ancient Gamer, thank you so much for the gift subs. Nice, Sparkles Mandy, and oh wow, that's a good group for good grouping. Greyhawk Mike as well. Excellent. Thank you so much, sir. And a hype train to boot. Sweet. Yeah. There's just something about having the physical books. Being able to browse. It's. I like having the PDFs when I need to go really quickly look at something. I don't like reading through a PDF though. And resubbing yourself 8 months. Thank you so much, Patrick. I appreciate it, sir. Physical books are, but listen. You're not going to argue from me. I got them all over the place. I mean, I still have so much stuff sitting over to my left. I've. Oh my goodness! Hey, long shot. Good to see you. Some of the stuff from like Gary Con's past or stuff that I've gotten from Jay's giveaways. Like Living Greyhawk Journal. I am pretty sure this is from. I know this is from Jay's stream. I don't remember. I don't remember why I have this one. I know it's from Jay. I don't remember. I don't think it was from the. I don't think it was from one of the. Thank you for the cheer, Mayuso. And Savage Wonder, thank you for the gift sub to Harley. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is the one with Malden's map in it. Jay, do you remember what was this just a straight up giveaway? I don't remember. Was it for a special occasion? Then this is one of those things that I actually needed to replace. One of the few, one of those items that I managed to lose along the way. My copy of the Rogues Gallery, which went a long way in. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The Rogues Gallery, which went a long way into making me a Greyhawk person. Before I even, it was a combination of that, the all the named wizards. You missed the unboxing. I just did an unboxing of Dragonbane, the City of Arkand, and Book of Magic, which I've had. I was really happy because I managed to open it before it had only been here for maybe a month and a half. I'm sticking with a month. Even if it was 3 months, it was only here a month. Nobody knows any difference. One of Jay's favorite modules, Gargoyle. I'm pretty sure this is the Eric Mona signed Gargoyle, because there's no other reason why I would have a second copy of it. Touch of Evil, thank you so much for the gift subs. Really appreciate it. Hey, Real Longshot's in there. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Asher, Dragonbane is great. Ghost Tower of Inverness. I know this was definitely one of the... It's funny. Ghost Tower is one of those modules that I didn't have for the longest time. It never... I had never picked it up. I think within a span of like 3 weeks... within the span of 3 weeks, I not only got this, but this is a reprinting from JStream giveaway, and I also ended up getting it Gary Con. Wolf Alone, thank you for the gift sub to Poetic Wine. Very, very kind of you. Poetic Wine is one of my fraternity brothers. Good to see you, sir. And then I got the I actually got another copy, and I think it's actually a legit with the old cover of the old like white cover for C2, and had it signed at what do you call it? And it wasn't Alan Hammock who was there. Who was it? He was one of the DMs for Tower of Gygax during Founders and Legends. Yeah, funny you mentioned beer pong, because it wasn't until many years later that I found out that the way we played beer pong at the frat house is not the way that everyone else plays beer pong. I'm telling you, Dale, we are just going to kidnap you and take you to Gary Con. That's. I'm just gonna like drive through and just grab you, and we'll have you on the road before anyone knows you're gone. Oh. Well. Anyway, that's C2. My copy of While on the Road to Caverick's Cove by Carlos Lysing. That zoom is something. I love those little personalized notes in the sticker. And this was cool. This is a Gary Con exclusive. Eric and Heidi Gygax Garland's The Burning Briar. Written, third party, written for Castles and Crusades. Wait, is the Snake Pit the sequel to Caverick's Cove, or is that the sequel to Brass Blood Haunt? And I've got more stuff sitting on the side. So much stuff. Oh, okay. All right. Well, in that case, there's 2 modules that I may need to pick up from Carlos. I just need to start collecting Carlos' stuff. I should probably, I honestly should probably just further. Well, no, I did up my, Canadian Ancient Gamer. Thank you so much, Patrick. Sweet. Tea time with Taryn. Excellent. Very, very, very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, no, I've got more modules to pick up. I'm just happy that he put out for his Patreon. He put out some characters who are actually in the Kingdom of Nyrond. He's told what do you call it? Mike Von Malku and this is for the 2 of you guys because you keep asking. Oh man, we do have a giveaway, $10 gift card towards any digital product from the Trollard Games website. ! Ticket to enter. Raskell, thank you so much for the birthday bits. Really appreciate it. And Prime, thank you for using your Prime Gaming sub here. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, that was a funny conversation in his Discord about that. Figuring out what we wanted to call that because it's not a paladin, damn it. And it's not. Oh no! Because at one point he called it an anti-paladin. I'm like, A2 Carlos. It's like, we will not be doing that, sir. They are not. The anti-paladins are not lawful evil. Thank you, my friend. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. I really do appreciate it, and it's good to see you. I one of these days, one of us has to make our way to the other, and we need to go out for some. I had actually, something. I think I manifested this because I had sushi for a late lunch today, so I think I manifested your appearance tonight. I'm going with that. Carlos might have been a little taken aback by my arguing. He was good natured about it, but I was like, yeah, no, there's we will not be doing this lawful evil anti-paladin nonsense. If you're calling them, I don't care what you call it. It's not an anti-paladin though. Come up with the title for it. It is a tradition. It was a good tradition too. Whew. But yeah, no, there's so much stuff. I need to get organized and try to figure a thing out. Radzico, it's funny that you mentioned that. Illrigger might actually not be a terrible name for it. the dragon. I think it's 106 is the plethora of paladins. Um, all right, Asher. Now you're just killing me because now I'm just feeling really, dude. Where do you find the energy? Actually, where do you find the concentration? Because I've got 15,000 things to do and I can't convince myself to do any of them. And I just noticed that there's icons like jumping on the hype train thing, and I don't know if they've always been there and I just never noticed it or I just noticed it now. I appreciate that, but I mean, there's stuff that I want to use for my game, and yeah, no, I mean, Coke. Yeah, I I wish they hadn't. First of all, I don't. I hate some of those the names that they came up for them. I mean, I realize that they had to come up with something, but just I don't know. I have I still have the two books that I bought the Adventures Dark and Deep book and the Core Bestiary for Adventures Dark and Deep. Wolf Alone and Savage Splendor. Oh man, thank you guys so much. This is amazing. Biggest hype train I've had yet, probably by far. I know we're well into new records because this is going to be the most subs I've ever had active at one time. I can tell you that much, which is awesome. Well, that's cool. I will probably end up the next time I see Joe. I don't know. I'm fighting on whether or not I want to go to page 3. Oh man. Something, Wolf. I slowed down on I slowed down on the subs. I still do it every once in a while. Now I do the bits more. I do more. I stopped doing like the groupings of subs these days, and unless it's like a birthday stream or something like that. I do the obviously I do the bits for Jay's games and support the players, and then I'll do subs on a like special basis, tactical, giving to specific people. Because it was getting out of hand. It's like, you're planning on page 3. All right, maybe I might have to force myself to go. Because I think there's going to be if I'll check in with gifting 1,000 subs. Hey, listen, not for nothing, but I'm more willing to be your test guinea pig with you gifting 1,000 subs. I'm just saying. I will take that hit for the team. Oh man. Work on Amazing Adventures Magic. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. There's another game that I need to do more with. There's just time and always feels like there's something else that I need to be doing, which is the bigger problem. So I ended up just basically going, I'm not getting anything done, and like I've got a new keyboard and a new not even a mouse pad. It's more of a gaming one of the large gaming mats. But I really need to clean up the space, and it's kind of bumming me out because I can't bring myself to do it. And yeah, my problem with my first problem with Page is the person who's running Page. That's the biggest issue I have. The timing of it isn't great. It being in January. And I mean, the hotels, if you can get a spot at one of the two hotels, even if it's not the main one, Overflow Hotel is basically in the same parking lot. It's, I wouldn't necessarily walk it in January because it's going to be cold, but you could, if it was like springtime, you could easily walk from one hotel to the other. It's not that bad. The bigger problem is the parking situation at the facility itself is not up to the task. Like they literally there's literally not enough parking for that facility for a convention. And while there's theoretically, the buses going back and forth, it's a mess. I've never actually taken a shuttle. I don't know that I'd want to take the shuttle, but since I'm driving my car there anyway. But Thursday is fine. Friday first thing in the morning, if you get there first thing in the morning, and Friday is fine. Saturday is an absolute freaking nightmare. No, it'd be one thing if it was theme park size. They need something closer to theme park size because the parking lot they run out of parking really quickly. Awesome. 18% of level 7. Nice. Thank you so much, everyone. It's just so you end up, basically hoping against hope that you actually manage to snag a spot, and then don't leave. do not leave your parking spot because it's not going to be there when you get back. The fact that it's in January means it's also subject to the weather, which is fine. I mean, it's been okay. I think the one year I managed to get out of there just as it started snowing, and the snow really didn't start coming down until I was almost home. It's about a 2-hour drive for me, which is part of the frustration. It's also, and the other problem is like GaryCon. If I got stuck at GaryCon all day, that'd be fine. TD Smith I'm assuming that's in Virginia. I honestly don't know. Hey, Curtis, good to see you. The other problem, that you run into is like GaryCon. If you got stuck at GaryCon all day and you had your vehicle, but you knew you couldn't move your vehicle because you weren't going to get a parking spot anywhere nearby. Never mind the fact that GaryCon has shuttles, a shuttle system that is worth the name. Curtis, Canadian Ancient Gamer, Patrick, thank you so much. It was, well, I mean, say you have like a break where there's like 3 hours in between sessions or whatever. You can make yourself comfortable at GaryCon. You're not, if you were stuck at the Grand Geneva for 3 hours, it is not comfortable being stuck in the convention hall at Page. The chairs are awful. They are these hard plastic things that are not meant for big. They are definitely not meant for big people. I'm always worried that the damn thing is going to break underneath me. They're not comfortable. They're not comfortable for anyone to sit on for a long period of time. Never mind somebody my size. There's no real place to relax. So it's not a pleasant experience when you're in between games, unless you plan on leaving and coming back. And if you leave and come back, you're going to have to deal with the fact that you're probably not going to find parking. It's a mess. The Grand Geneva is, just which was why I was curious about how the whole Vineland experience with the second one that they just opened, the same people that Page, You know, but that one is also in May, which is difficult. I heard that. How is the noise level at CNY? Because concoction, yeah. Thank you, Curtis. How is the noise level at CNY? Because that's the one thing that I had heard in the past. I hadn't heard much about the in terms of like comfort levels, but somebody had mentioned that CNY could be very loud, like sound echoing, or could be difficult to hear yourself. Uh, you find double. Nice. Um, CNY is something I might consider doing next year. It's a smaller con, but if there's going to be people, let's put it's not a drive that I would make without there being people I know. But it sounds like people were getting okay, well, that's fine. But if there's going to be people that I know up at CNY, yeah, I can make that drive. I think it's like a 3 hour, 3.5 hour drive for me. That sounds amazing. Oh, bring a camper down a page. Yeah, I know one person who's at Origins. One of the guys from well, originally Blue Box, but at Roll for Perception, Mad Wizard. But yeah, he sent me the picture. Actually, the picture that he had posted was the standard badge line for Origins, and it gave me Gary Kahn silver badge vibes. Low 30s and flurries. That's comfortable weather. Gary Kahn is still in the middle of. We're still coming out of. We're still just slowly coming out of winter. So, 30s and flurries is not. Gary Kahn this year. It's. I think it's like the 8th. I think I want to say it's like the 18th of March. 18th through 21st. 18th through 21st. I mean, Asher, you're literally the only person in terms of the well, at least for like the first groupings of the Righteous Hands that has not been to Gary, have not seen a Gary Con. Bold of you to assume that she's not going to sabotage 2028 as well. Because you know she's going to. I mean, it's literally pretty much that somewhere in that area. Somewhere it starts somewhere between like the 16th and the 19th, depending on whatever the Wednesday or Thursday of that date is. See, the problem is committing to nonsense. Nonsense. That's an idea. That's what I would do. Of course, I might go some ways to explaining why I'm no longer married, but listen, Curtis, we have literally been working the CNC stream team group that what do you call it, the group that he plays with has been together for we're going on 3 years now, and we've been trying to get him to go to GaryCon for 3 years now. So if you can get him to GaryCon, you would be my freaking hero. She's like, you stopped the car. That's amazing. I love it. But I mean, seriously, that con is made for you, my friend. It is everything that you want in a con, and then some. All my friends are there. Just tell her, all of them. And you will be a freaking celebrity because we all are. I'm still adjusting to hearing my name called out, hearing Rob called out, and having to accept the fact that no, somebody is actually calling me. It's a very, very, very strange feeling. Just a reminder, we are off tomorrow night for Friday Night Crusades, as I will be traveling down to down the shore, as we Northern Jersey people like to say. Going down to see my parents for birthday weekend and Father's Day shenanigans. Gonna be a good time. Nice little 3-day weekend. I'm looking forward to it. What else do I have over here? So much stuff lying around. Oh, hey, my physical copy of Defenders of the Faith. I don't remember where I picked this up. This might have been a Noble Knight thing. I'm not sure. You're killing me, sir. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. And then there's a bunch of stuff. Oh, hey, Feats of Exploration. Alternate reward system for old school RPGs. Designed for OSE. It was my birthday yesterday, Prof. 54 trips around the sun. Thank you, sir. A couple of issues of Knights of the Dinner Table. One of which looked like it had a sticker or something stuck on it. That's exactly what I'm going for, you know. So much of this stuff is like the swag bags from GaryCon. I think it was like the stuff that I took out of the box. Thank you so much, Keith. Another issue of Knights of the Dinner Table. Yeah, this one, I don't know what the hell happened to this one. I think something got stuck to, a sticker got stuck to it. This one was definitely a GaryCon exclusive. Troller Games directing the game. I think it's basically a CK, sort of very, very condensed with, you know, stuff from like the Castle Keeper's Guide. Hey, listen, Prof, some of us got to get our jollies somehow. Thank you so much, Curtis. Paperwork. What was this? Oh, okay. Something from Jay that I forgot to open. And I don't remember what it is. I think it's like one of the adventure things. Well, 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 well. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Welcome in. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, let's cut this open because it doesn't seem to have one of those pull me tags, which is really weird. Oh, now that's not nice. Oh man, I really hate these bags, but whatever. No, but I am going to visit my parents because my mother's birthday was actually yesterday as well. Okay, this was the last thing that I won on Jay's stream. Put this. Which, of course, they folded as they put into my mailbox, which is annoying. Dungeons and Dragons Crown of Ancient Glory. All right, so that was Crown of Ancient Glory, and then I have the Wyvern or Wyvern. A wilderness adventure for starting DMs. Interesting. I will need to take a look at that and see what I can do with it. Because I don't recognize this at all. Silver Anniversary. All right, so that's got to be 2E error then. Oofa. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it, and thank you for dropping in. Yeah, no, nothing special for my birthday. It actually worked out nicely. I had some comp time coming because I had worked on Memorial Day and I had used some of it already, and then I had like half a day worth. So with tomorrow, having off tomorrow for Juneteenth, I took a half day today. You know, I think so. I have to imagine, Patrick. I have to imagine so. I'm not even sure. You know, honestly, I don't even know how you would tell. I mean, except for the fact that it looks extremely new, and it wasn't like wrapped in plastic. So I'm assuming that it's a reprint. Though it's also in color, which is really cool. The one reprint I need to get at some point is I need a reprint of L3, the Deep Dwarven Delve, because I'm not paying. I am not paying the price for the real thing from eBay. It's just the 25th anniversary box set itself, or whatever that package is stupidly priced, and the L3s are getting hard to find. So I'm just hoping that at some point I'll manage to snag what do you call it, get a reprint of that. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and Curtis, and there's been too many lately. If I feel like there's been too many of those lately where it's been a scam, and they're having you pay first printing prices for a reprint, and no thanks. If they don't have it's almost to the point where you need them to have pictures and it needs to look like it's been used, which obviously is not necessarily ideal, because if it looks too good, you got to assume that it's a reprint and they're scamming you. So there's that. But yeah, no, I I did manage to get an original copy of L1 about, I want to say about a year and a half, maybe it was 2 years ago. L2 is the Assassin's Knot, as far as the Len Lakofka adventures, L2 is one of the oldest modules in my collection. I don't know if it was the first one, but it's definitely in the first 5 modules I've ever owned. Wait, you can the print on they have L3 Deep Dwarven Delve on DTRPG? Huh. I did not realize that it was there. I will need to look at that because that I would do. I just want that for posterity. I'm not that's one of those ones where I want to have it because I've got L1 and L2, and Len being such a vital presence when I first got into the Twitch Greyhawk community. Still. I will forever love Len just for the discussion on the Unearthed Arcana Cavalier. What do you do with the damn horse? Oh man, it's like yes. Thank you, Len. Oh man, that's awesome. But yeah, can you believe? By the way, I don't want anyone to panic, but we are less than a month away from badges opening, gold and silver badges going on sale for next year's GaryCon. I need to make sure that I have like reminders because I want my gold badge. The funny thing is, I don't necessarily need the gold badge because I don't normally sign up for games. I want the gold badge mostly, well, because the swag is nice and it's supposed to be heroes, not invalids. There's that. Oh man. The gold badge, just being able to skip the silver badge line is also a big bonus. Because the silver badge line is just way out of hand. I had it the first year, and I'm like, I got lucky the first year because I got a little help. It was the first time where knowing someone really came in handy. But yeah, no, I mean, honest, I'm at the point where if one came available, I would actually consider paying the big bucks and getting one of the higher end badges. But those are not really generally on offer anymore, unless people will drop out. So we'll see. But yeah, no, GaryCon is going to come up. Badges are coming up, and then then after that, there's we start the race towards the hoteling, hoteling and virtual Greyhawk Con, and then suddenly we're in the middle of winter, and we're looking at Page if people are going to Page, and then it's really on because then after that we got the fundraiser, and then it's the race to GaryCon, and where the hell did the next year go? Listen, I've got all the respect in the world for people who volunteer at GaryCon. I can't do it. I cannot. I'm happy to volunteer my time DMing games. I am more than happy, especially after how last year went. I'll probably be doing 2 Tower Gygax sessions this year, where last year I just did 1. Assuming, unless of course they have an overflow where they don't need us to do anyone do a second one. But yeah, I'll be doing Tower Gygax again. James, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing. I can't do the rest of the volunteer stuff. I need to save energy and just hang out and such. But yeah, it's amazing that we're less than a month away from badges going on sale. And then I need to. Oh, so you mentioned, what am I running for Greyhawk 2? Was it Greg Gancho Hawk 2 or something? Hawktoberfest, my friend. Hawktoberfest. That is how we refer to it in these here parts, all right? I will be running. All right, yeah, no, and in that case, Curtis, I will be happy to run too. The one session, I thoroughly enjoyed running the one session, so it's going to be. I'm happy to run two of them. One of them, I may run the same session that I did last year for one of them, because that was a lot of fun, and I'd like to have things progress a little further with the dragon. But for Hawktoberfest, Brad, I'm going to run. There will be 6 sessions. I will be definitely running 6 sessions for it. It's probably going to be the same pattern. No, not 6. I'm sorry. I'm not 6. What am I saying? 6. I will be running 8 sessions like I did last year. There will be a morning, an afternoon, and evening session. Scratch that. Hold on a second. What did I do last year? No. Might be 7. What the hell did I do last year? I don't remember what I did last year. It might be 6 sessions now that I think about it. Oh, you know what it is? It is 6 sessions because one of those is ridiculously long. So it'll be Friday. The Friday I'll be doing 3 sessions. The Saturday I'll probably be doing 2 sessions on the Saturday, because I'll do 2 sessions on the Saturday because after the second session that'll run into whatever Jay's doing, whether it's the joust or tournament or whatever, and then the Sunday session will be the Righteous Hands anniversary session. And that one is the one that normally goes for 6 hours. Only because they don't want to deal with me running it for 8 or longer. They tell me they do, but they really don't. Because I will. Because I have. Raz, it's honestly, it's not bad. It is easier than you think. Well, James, to give you an idea, my players, the first year we were talking about doing, when we were talking about doing our first anniversary, I was like, how long, we mentioned running a